I thought about it again.
What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolfbrother Mythos, and welcome to Wolfbrother Hobbies on a Friday night, having our live chat. And with me is my amazing co-host.
Rob from the Miniatures Paintbrush. Always, how you doing, friends?
It's good to have on the TMP, and it has been a super long week. And I gotta say, one of the things I love about this hobby is motivating each other. And I literally just got back from a trip last night, and I was like, I'm tired. I don't even know if I'm going to do the show. But Rob hit me up tonight, and he's like, "Are we doing the show?" And I'm like, "You know what? Yes, we are, because I could need some hangout time with my bro."
Awesome. That was awesome. Yeah,
Charles, good evening, my brother.
how's it going, Charles?
I'm sorry, I cut you off. You were saying?
No, speaking of motivation, I was not, I'm exhausted. I'm a teacher. So it's like the first 2 weeks of school where you're setting your rules and everything else. And everything is just absolutely insane at school because they hammer you with 20 billion things that you have to do at the beginning of the year. So I am bogged down and exhausted. And I kind of didn't even want to lift my paintbrush. And then little words of encouragement when I felt really bad about, my progress with my heads and stuff like that, and how I was making the faces, and little words of encouragement said, you know what, I'm breaking out of that. And I'm just gonna break out the paintbrushes and go for it. So you motivated me. So speaking of motivation,
That's awesome. I think, and I know we're all our own hardest critics. I've always thought your faces looked fantastic, and of course I know that you are you're working on display painting. Not not maybe not necessarily for your army, but like you constantly strive to get that crystal brush, golden demon kind of level. So uh,
yeah, I try. I fail spectacularly, but I keep trying. That's the point. Failing forward and learning from my mistakes.
hey, you got a
That's how
finalist
we
spin,
grow.
right? Yeah, I
Oh
would
yeah,
call.
yeah, yeah.
I,
Fourth place Nova.
yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
no. That's definitely no failing forward. It may not have been the height of success you wanted, but
I think
yeah.
the three places above me was Eric Swinson. So he had 3 places above me. He won Best in Show that year.
That's awesome. He's very, very talented.
Oh my God, yeah. He's a Viking, dude. I think he's the only one that's actually taller than me. I think he's like 6'4", 6'5". Dude is a giant.
This hobby is just riddled with giants for some reason.
He told me, so you like Space Wolves, huh? It's like, I was like, yeah. So I have Viking heritage. And I'm like, bruh. Did we just become best friends?
Oh man, I've been on the road what 2, 3 weeks now. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to hobby. I put in 80 hours this week alone. So I
Insane. Double
yeah,
shift every day.
yeah, it was mostly like because I wanted to make sure there. I was on a very a project with a sensitive nature, and so I kind of wanted to be there to make sure everything went right. And so like my shifts were running in 12-hour shifts, and so I'd be there to manage first shift, but then I'd make myself stay the extra hours until the next shift came in 12 hours later, and then sometimes there would be a an event happening at what they call a half shift. So I'd leave after 12, 13 hours, then go get dinner and stuff like that, and then come back for the half shift event just to make sure it went, everything went smoothly, and that I was there to help in case there was anything that, didn't go right. So, and of course, like I was the one, I was the project manager for this project. So like I'm the only one who made myself work that many hours. But at the same time, Like I just wanted to make sure everything went as smoothly as possible. So
So I'm sure I'm gonna get this reference wrong, but were you at Nakamura Towers? Was it Die Hard? Were you yippee-ki-yaying people?
yes,
It's like was
yes, that's exactly what was happening.
it's,
Yippee ki
and I was supposed to retire.
Oh man, I not not too long ago I finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and the main character Peralta, this is his favorite movie ever. And so he mentions it like every episode, and then one episode they actually go visit those towers. Um, and he treats it like a personal field trip. But like, this is the air vent that John McClane climbed out of, and this is the rooftop that you know uh, John McClane jumped off with the fire hose.
Oh my gosh.
It was
That would be so cool though.
it was
I kind of wanted to take the trip now.
yeah, it was like a very meta references within a reference kind of deal. It's
No,
pretty cool.
Inception.
So, hobby updates. You can see our brother's got some Space Wolves in his hands right now, and he said he's been working on faces. And he's actually got his whole. You're doing a squad of 10 right now, working on the faces, right?
Yeah, I got actually 20 up here
Oh,
that
okay.
I got repainted, and I just did the highlights, midtones. So all the airbrushing is done. Everything else is just going to be brushwork for the rest of these guys. But I have three that the faces are done. The rest of this squad has are helmeted. And then I have another 10 over there that are faced. So I have one squad that's helmeted, one squad that's all faces, and this is like a mix.
Okay,
So
that's pretty cool. Uh,
yeah,
I myself not nearly as far along, but I did two. I've just got the first set of base coats of Amarth Blue down
nice.
on my battle leaders here, and then I've got the squad of 10 blood claws. I haven't even built the second squad of 10 yet, but one at a time, one at a time. But yeah, so I've got 10 of again just the Amarth Blue
Nice.
laid down. Unfortunately, I didn't get further along. I was going to do, try and get the rest of the box base coated with the Amarth Blue, but then I started having some clogging in the airbrush and needed to give it a good clean. So I'm trying to debate if I want to go back and push these up to the next step with the Hero Blue, and start going for the highlights, and so that way I can at least start chipping away at these when I don't have access to the airbrush. Or if I just
Mhm.
want to go ahead and all at once start putting the Amarth Blue down on everything else and just push everything to that second stage. So,
That is.
but
It all depends on how you like hobbying.
it's fair. It's fair. I think I'm gonna try and put the finish stage one across all of them. I think that's
Okay.
what I'm gonna do, but it depends on how I'm feeling this weekend. Like I said, I got in yesterday, and so I was like, okay, I'm finally home. I'm gonna do some hobby. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a lot of napping today.
Good.
I just needed to catch up. And
Good.
I hit the gym last night, which felt good because I ate like junk while I was on the road. Um,
Mhm.
and so I took a couple days to recoup, and I think I'm going to now take that energy I've been storing from those naps and spend the weekend laying down some paint. I've got some catching up I need to do.
Nice.
You know what I'm thinking about doing since I just recently painted Ragnar too? I might also
What's the
paint up my little metal Ragnar.
Yes.
The class.
Yes. It's doing the YMCA dance. I love it.
I got the classic one from Grumpy Guy Gaming many, many, many moons ago. And I
Mm.
hadn't painted it up because I could have just tossed any backpack on there, but I had been on the hunt on eBay and stuff like that, bit sites for the actual classic metal backpack that goes with it, and I finally found it. I found it.
Nice.
I think I've got it up on the shelf somewhere behind me, but I put it up away because I'm like, okay, I don't want to lose this. I think it's up on the shelf here. But yeah, I finally found the classic metal backpack that goes with it. Um, and then the classic has these two massive banner poles that actually, they didn't have sculpted flags back then, so they're just like they were like little, paper flags that go on them, so they're just like literally just
Mhm.
two poles that look like giant
Yeah.
antenna. So I might try printing the little flags that go on them.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome.
So
I do have a old Space Wolf banner man. He is in fine cast that someone gifted me, and I might paint him up one day just for giggles.
that would be cool. Banners look so cool on the tabletop, but I never feel like actually just spending the points for plus one OC. I would
I
probably
mean,
be helpful for scoring points, but I don't
isn't it really good for the custodies? Like, don't they have like a special ability, or am I thinking the last edition?
know.
Like the banners are supposed to reroll hits or reroll wounds or something like that?
I don't think so for the custodies. I think for the custodies it's literally
Oh,
just
okay.
plus one OC. Working on
Oh,
my
okay. So then
fig.
that's
Let me see about the Space Marines one though, because maybe it has an ability I'm not thinking of right off the top of my head. Charles says, working on my figures for Mini Warmuts Paint Challenge, hoping for 200 to 300 figures in September. Whoa!
I mean, I might join that challenge.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, since we're
Because
painting
I
up
already got like
100,
no, I already got like the 85 rats. So
true,
I'm
it's
ahead
true.
of the and then with these space wolves, I think I would be there closer to 200. Yeah, I wouldn't be too far away.
Gamers with Coffee. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to yourself as well. I hope you're doing all right.
How's it going? Glad you could join us.
They had a great show this weekend, and while spending, 2 or a little more than 2 weeks on the road, it was good to actually, hear some friends in the background. Uh,
Nice.
what are the banner ancients? That's what the banner people are called. And
Yeah.
ancients abilities. Stardust banner, add one to the OC. Unbreakable duty. If a model is within range of uh, while this model is in range of an objective marker and or within 6 inches of the battlefield, this model has a feel no pain 4+ ability.
Oh, that's
Uh,
just him, not a.
yeah, that's just him.
Okay.
So he's a little more survivable, I guess.
Yeah.
But then mostly you're
Let's-
taking it for the plus one OC.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like I said, they always look really cool. Like banners always look cool, but and they're not that expensive. They're 50 points, but at the same time, it's like 50 points almost gets you a squad of Marines.
It's like if you have 50 points to spend, it's that or what's the alternative? Like if you only had 50 points.
If you only have 50 points, there's not a lot. That's true. It would be another character possibly. Uh,
Yeah.
but if you had, well, in our case, being that we have the Fenrisian wolves, you can
Oh,
take
yeah.
a squad of
Mhm.
Fenrisian wolves, for a little screening or, you know, uh, possibly doing some secondary objectives like, what's the one where you got to be on 3 out of 4 table quarters?
Oh, yeah. I don't know the name of it, but I know which one you're talking.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, well, when you have rapid movements, but you are the rapid movement master, right? That is the one you tend to lean towards.
I do enjoy having very mobile units.
I like to kill the monster one,
Oh
kill the
yeah,
big
oh
monster.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Rawr.
Bring it down. That's what that one's called.
That there it is.
I'm alive so far, Charles. Thank you for asking. I know it's good that you're alive, and it's good that you're painting some dwarves. How are you feeling? If you guys have been seeing any Gamers with Coffee show lately, had a big kind of infection in the face, got on some antibiotics. I
Oh
think he had to have
no.
a tooth pulled. So I hope you're doing well. But
Sounds so painful.
oh yeah,
Sorry.
and normally
So
I don't try and talk about other people's business for them, but they talked about it on their show, so I figured they're okay with it.
spreading that tea. As as the youngins say in my classroom, dropping that tea. All right.
Are you
Ah,
spilling the tea?
that's oh my gosh. I feel like I'm at work again. Ah,
Man, I cannot wait to break out the airbrush and get back onto this painting. I have not yet reached the point where I'm ready to start, doing brush work because I still got to do more highlights and stuff like that with the airbrush. But once I do, oh, you know what I can do while we're chatting tonight? I
what's
can
that?
start laying some gray down on these Fenrisian wolves.
Oh,
Well, I guess these are not the Fenrisian wolves. They're the whatever they call the
hunters.
head taker
Head thing.
wolves. Hunting wolves. That's what they call the head taker ones.
Uh, there are no wolves on Fenris.
That's our silver.
Uh,
Dark warm gray.
um,
My 50 plus Prussians have their final blue on, just faces, rifles, etc. to paint. Very cool, very cool.
it's always fun to lay paint on something.
Swelling is going down. Yeah, whole right side of my face was swollen, going down.
Oh,
Good thing I was ugly to start with, Mythos. I don't
you need to
believe that.
stop. You need to stop. Come on, Greg.
Why you always lying?
Um, thank you again for that print op that you gave me for the upgrade for the Night Titans. I sent I sent out to get 3D printed the alternate gun spec and that laser beam that the Night Titans can get with their upgrade sprue. I just have so many Night Titans that I really don't need another one. I have my army, I'm good, but I just wanted that option, you know. So I
Yeah,
was like, I'm not gonna buy another Night Titan for just that upgrade sprue. So I was like, yeah, yeah. Could you print this out for me? So he came through. So it was amazing.
it makes sense to me. Like, I
Yeah,
gotta have the options.
yeah.
I got another 17 knights with skin, shields, and half of their cloaks done. I plan on using a
Ah,
wide spectrum of green shades. Very cool.
nice. Oh, I love working greens. I loved working on my Dark Angels because of the greens. They're so nice. Blues and greens are really nice to work with. And actually, bone. I thought that was going to be really hard color to work with, but it's nowhere near as hard to work with as Tau White.
Hmm.
That's that's merciless. You make a mistake on white, I mean, you're done.
It's
You try to
so
paint
hard.
over.
That was
Yeah,
for me the most frustrating part of when I was doing my white scars is not
yeah,
necessarily like people are like, "Oh, I've got a recipe for white for you." No, I've got a recipe for it. It's like the white was fine, but
yeah,
anytime I would like be doing the reds or the golds or the black on top of the white I've already airbrushed,
exactly.
every little misstroke just turned into such a long cleanup, and then you're always worried that it's not going to be as smooth there as it used to be, and oh man, it's crazy.
And other people don't notice it, but you look at it and you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're like from 5 feet away. You're like, there's that tiny bit of gold I accidentally spilled over.
Oh my gosh, we are way too critical on ourselves.
We are. We are our own worst critics.
Uh, uh,
I need to start leaving myself a chip project here for when I can't airbrush.
yeah,
Just something
you
to chip
should
away.
you should have like a bust, something that's non-gaming related, just for the freaking enjoyment of painting, just to for giggles. Like have like your favorite Wolf Lord, just a bust of him, and just have him in the background,
That'd
like
be cool.
a passion project. I think that's good. It's a palate cleanser. Like if you're going and you're doing like marine after marine after marine after marine, you're like just tired of it. You're like, I need something different. I need to change it up a little bit. Then you work on that for a little while, recharge your batteries, and you get back to your project. It's the
Yeah.
side project, the side project. To make the first project jealous.
And if that side project was a female, would that be a side chick?
No, I'm not going there. I did
Oh,
not
okay.
say those words, and I'm not going to get in trouble with Lily. That's on you. I'm a good boy.
Me too. I am also a good boy. Right? Ashley knows. Ashley
Uh,
knows.
yeah,
Mythos is a good boy.
yeah. Uh, hello, Ashley. I didn't say hello to you too. Oh, goodness.
Army Painter has a speed paint called Pallid Bone. It's excellent for skeletons. Nice. And then Charles says, Orcs! Oh, yeah, orcs always have been kind of my chip away project. In fact, do I have an unfinished orc on my desk? I do have an unfinished orc on my desk.
I haven't started on my works yet. That's going to be another, I think, a 10-year project
I was
once
about to
I
say,
start on works.
that's going to be one of your all-in projects, kind of like your Tau. I think, like that's just one of those that like once you get started, it'll be hard stopping the tide, the green
It is.
tide.
I don't know if I have more Tau than I have orcs, or orcs than I have Tau. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I just have to. I'm working on a project for next year's Nova. This is my side project. So uh I picked up Legion and their Legionarius Astartes, the small ones. What is that? I can't think of it. The small knights, the small Legionarius Astartes.
The
What is that?
the Titanicus Knights.
Thank you. All right, so I got Titanicus Knight, and I got the one with the big laser cannon on top of the head, and has these big shoulders, almost looks like a Saturnine kind of thing, like hulked up like this. So I have that scale right there, and I'm gonna put that. That's just gonna be the background in a faraway setting, shooting my Tawanar, which is going to be up front. So the buildings are going to slope in like it's far away, and there's that nighttime shooting, and the Tawanar is just going to be busting through some stuff in the foreground. It's going to be an entire diorama with really big miniatures, and that is the project that I'm working on for next Nova Open. It's going
That's
to be insane. They're going to be Imperial buildings. There's going to be I'm even going to sneak in some like really nice Easter eggs. Like you have to look really closely. Judges love that stuff. They eat that up.
that's kind of cool
So
having that the size difference to give like scale perception.
exactly, exactly.
I
Yeah.
very similarly when I painted up my Stormfang gunship for my Space Wolves.
Oh.
I 3D printed like 4 or 5 very teeny tiny wolves to put on the base,
Oh,
and I did like a little like snow covered tree that was really tiny, and just to
that's
give it the
so cool.
illusion of like it was flying high above the ground.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Oh man.
Let's see. Charles is hoping to have at least 250 orcs for his next large fight. That is a massive game, sir.
That is an entire wall. How many dice is that?
All of them.
Buckets. All the dice, right? Baron of Dice called. They want their dice back.
It's like that meme. And bring me all of the bacon and eggs that you have. Yes, sir. Wait, wait, wait. I'm worried that what you heard was bring me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I said was bring me
Oh
all of the bacon and eggs.
my gosh. Have you ever done that? Have you ever cooked for a massive amount of people?
All the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Texas. I'm sorry. That's everything's bigger in Texas. I've made a breakfast for for my neighborhood 1 year, and I think we had 300 eggs. And we went to the butcher, and I don't know how many pounds of bacon. Oh my God, there was so much bacon grease. There was bacon grease everywhere. Like, I was afraid there was going to be a grease fire. Like, I really thought there was going to be a grease fire big time. It would be a raging inferno. It would be on the news. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. And then pancakes, pancakes. If I never saw another pancake. So I have a secret tip on pancakes, right? So I take, and I know some people are like, "Oh, what they do? What are you doing?" But I take vanilla coffee creamer, just a little bit, and it tastes a little bit vanilla-y, and it
Nice.
has that. And people can't place what it is. It's like there's something about your pancakes that just keeps on wanting me come back for more. Like I what? Like
That's
yeah, just a
awesome.
little bit. Oh yeah, try it next time if you are going to have pancakes. Put a little bit of that, just vanilla. You don't have to get. I mean, you can get fancy if you want to, I guess. But I just do vanilla. I keep it plain, so it's like that little vanilla kick to it. Of course, you could put actual vanilla in there too, um, like the extract. But something about that creamer
You know,
really makes it fluffy and light.
that funnily enough, that was always like the my go-to trick for making my oatmeal taste really delicious too. Was putting a little
Mm,
bit of vanilla coffee creamer, just drizzling it on top of my oatmeal.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I got my cinnamon and sugar and what is it? The brown sugar as well. And then I put a little bit of syrup in there, just a tiny bit, so it can have that maple kind of
Yeah,
tasting. Yeah, yeah.
that sounds delicious.
Oh, yeah. I do like cooking. I just made an English roast. So,
Nice.
yeah. Cooking is like painting. There's the formula there somewhere. Just have to crack the code, I guess.
Mythos, it's hard to hear you. Uh, okay. I realized I was
Oh,
trying to hear Lily, and I took the microphone away from my mouth. Does that sound any better now?
I don't get any difference on mine.
Also, Ashley says, "Hey, boys." Why, hello there.
Hey, hi. Hedge highlighting my life. I love hedge highlighting. It's just I don't enjoy the process. I enjoy the result.
Okay.
Like,
I was like, wow, that's something.
well, it's it's kind of like I don't really have to think. I just drag my edge of my brush, the side of the brush, not the tip of the brush, along edges, and it's pretty much cool. But it makes it pop. Like it really makes a difference. And because you get an airbrushed model and it looks airbrushed. But once you put the highlights in there, it looks really defined. And I like that. And then I'm going to have to do some black lighting throughout the whole thing that really gives it dimension. And that's a way, according to Calvo, that's a way to bring up the contrast, the darks and the lights.
Yeah, very
Um,
nice.
yeah. Speaking of Calvo, want to do a pick of the week?
Yeah, I would. I would. We can. That is a great segue.
Mhm.
And switch my screen over. Articles and art. Select Sergio Calvo. done. Dragon Rampant rules won't be easy. I have heard mixed things about Dragon Rampant rules. Some people say they're pretty complicated. Some people really like them because they're very customizable. Let me know what you think. So here we have Sergio Calvo miniatures. And Rob, I know you can't see it. Is there anything you'd like to say about Sergio Calvo and why you picked them while I scroll through their page for them?
Well, una de las cosas que me gusta hablar es que Sergio Calvo es español. I like that Sergio Calvo can speak Spanish as well. There's a lot of Spanish artists that are absolutely insane, and he is definitely one of when it comes to life, when it comes to portraying life, there's like three people that I really, really like, and that makes this so realistic that it pops off the page. Um, well, four if you count the Italian. Alessandro Gavi, he is amazing at real life stuff. Of course, you have Eric Swinson, and his faces and his skin tones are just, I mean, yeah. Sergio Calvo, and then Matt Di Pietro. These, oh, it's just when I look at their skin tones, I gush because I'm like, but is that a canvas painting? Is it? And then I look at it and I was like, oh snap, that's a miniature. Like, no, no, there's a different angle. No. Then I go over to my wife and I geek out. I'm like, look, it's not a canvas painting. It's an actual miniature. I freak out. But Calvo has always pushed contracts to the next level. He's one of the artists I look up to for inspiration. And every time I look at, I can see him, because I took a class with him, I can see him do it in
And
front of me,
and
and I
just
try the exact same thing.
and just for our audience, when he says that he is a master at bringing out contrast, we mean contrast the visual concept, not as in the contrast range of paints.
Yes, yes, that's a good explanation there. Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about depth of field, color depth. We're talking about light dark. We're talking about one of the smoothest transitions, Daryl Latham type transitions, of just expertise. His technique. Dare I say that his miniatures have soul? If it like it's transcending miniatures. Like it's speaking a message to me. Like I know whatever subject he is painting has either been through a rough time because he'll add the wrinkles in, or has been through cold weather because the cheeks are blotchy, or has been like he studies life so well and he translates it so well that it's so hard to tell if it's real or it's painted. And when you're blurring the lines like that, I think you're like transcending. You're ascending to some kind of next ethereal level. I don't know, but it's just there are lords of the brushes, I guess, out there. Let's just put it that way. He is one of the lords of the brushes,
For sure.
and I look up to that. And the funny thing is that he doubts himself just like everybody else does. It's like, nah, I'm not that
Really?
great. Yeah, I mean, every major artist that I've ever encountered at these shows like Nova Open and stuff like that. Well, Nova Open's the only one that I really, really go to because it's like I don't know, like half hour away. I don't know. I could just jump there. But every time I meet new artists and stuff like that, they are artists. Yeah, they're like, I say, how did you become God tier? And they look at me like, what are you talking about? Like I look up to people too. Like everybody that I think is God tier, they look up to people.
That's crazy.
Uh, look at the show Monte and Savina. That is in Italy, and their stuff makes Golden Demon look weak. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Look that up. That is a miniature painting for classically trained artists. That is just insane.
So on
But
Sergio Calvo's homepage here, he's got a Wolf Lord as his banner and as his channel logo. And that
yeah,
Wolf Lord is, I think, one of really great examples of one of his works that looks like a canvas painting, but in miniature form. Like you
it's just
almost look at
unreal.
it, you're like, oh, there's no way that's a miniature. That's like an artwork that somebody did for his banner, but that's actually his painting on a white background.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of these artists are classically trained. I mean, Eric Swinson told me that, his mother was an artist and he was raised as an artist. So, and then he translated that into miniature painting. So it just makes me want to go out there and take some art classes, like paint some canvas.
We got some legends joining us. Mr. Fish says, "Happy freaking Friday!"
Wow.
Wah! Fish also a fan of K-pop Demon Hunters. Fish apparently Rob watched it and enjoyed it with his beautiful wife.
Um, she loved it too.
It's awesome. Caleb Beer, good evening, brothers. Good evening to you, good sir.
Hey, Callum dear. Welcome.
Um, Youngest granddaughter gave me a heart attack, came in asking where her sister is. Find out she's with grandma. Dad knew.
Um,
Why did she ask him? Okay, no heart attack anymore. Back to
yeah.
eating my leftovers. Well, I'm glad it was a false alarm.
Yeah.
Our family is obsessed, he says. We probably watch it once a day now. That's awesome.
Wow. Have you watched the sing along? Do you sing along with it? Yes, I do.
I've downloaded a couple of don't get me wrong, like even before this, I like K-pop, I enjoy K-pop, and so I like the original versions, but I found a couple of metal covers that I just have been listening to every day recently. They're very good.
Metal covers, huh?
Yeah. They're like, the same song but add in the crunch of a guitar and I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
He goes, "Yes, obviously we sing along." That's so great.
I'll be.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you. I guess before I move on to our next channel, I think while we're on K-pop Demon Hunters, I guess I do have some media corner stuff to talk about.
Ooh.
Um, so uh, Space Wolf related right away. I finished up Sons of Fenris, and I'm out of Audible credits though, so I kind of need to pick
Uh,
up the last book at some point. But I want to like hurry up and get to it because I finished it while I was at the gym last night. Um, so I want to get the last of the 6-part Ragnar series. But Sons of Fenris was so good. Actually, getting to see the Wolf Blade interact with all the other Space Marines was really cool.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the animosity that they have towards them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That
The
was
long-standing
amazing.
rivalry with the Dark Angels, and you really get to see that 10,000 years of prejudice there. That was really
Uh-huh.
cool.
Yeah. Which made them very easy to manipulate.
For sure.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It's really good.
I finally caught up on Invincible while I was out working out of town on
Nice.
Amazon Prime, and now I'm upset because now I got to wait till 2026 for the next season. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so long. Invincible, just so good. Definitely went in some directions I was not expecting. And then I started, and I think I'm almost caught up fully with, and then I mean just like currently English dub, Jujutsu Kaisen. I started another
Oh,
anime.
nice.
Um, Lots
I
of you
heard that was
guys
really good.
out there know that I'm an anime fan or a weeb, as some of you may say. But yeah, I started Jujutsu Kaisen and really enjoyed it so far. Although having watched a lot of similar shonen shows, I'm just like, some characters are like perfectly like typecast. It's like, oh, well, this teacher is
Yeah.
easily like a mix of Kakashi and Eraser from My Hero. And this character is a mixture of Gray from Fairy Tail and Sasuke
Mhm.
from Naruto. It's just like, like they have, some specific roles, which I don't mind because, again, I like the genre.
I can see that's a sales pitch meeting. So it's Sasuke, but with a twist.
Exactly, exactly.
Son.
It's Gray, but he doesn't have to get naked.
Oh.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, in Fairy Tale, like one of the main character's best friend, he's an ice mage, but being an ice mage, he gets hot all the time. And so he doesn't even realize while he's fighting, the more he's activating his ice magic, it just comes natural for him to start taking off a piece of clothing here or there. And people would just be like, Gray, why are you naked all of a sudden? It's funny. So yes, Jujutsu Kaisen's been pretty awesome. There's been some really cool random anime that surprised me was Dandadai. That's on my list of things to watch. It's like a parody of paranormal high school drama BS, but at the same time, best freaking show. So bad and so good. I don't understand.
I,
Oh
I
yeah,
like Demon Slayer. I'm
that's
sorry.
right. I did. Oh, Demon Slayer. That is something that my wife and I are going to be spamming because we had gotten to the end of the entertainment district, and then we are, there's a movie coming out sometime in just under 2 weeks, so we're gonna try and catch up.
Yes.
He says it's not because he gets hot; it's a side effect from his teacher training method. That's right. It's been a hot minute since I saw that, and I misremembered. Good catch, Caleb Veer. Um, Fairy Tale's another one I enjoyed, but it's so long I haven't finished that one yet.
Have you watched One Piece? I mean, filler. Filler, that's what we call it. We don't call it One Piece. We call it filler.
I have actually never have watched One Piece. I guess because like for the longest time I didn't watch it because the art style was a little more simplistic than many
Yeah,
other animes, and
you
um,
going for a ride.
yeah, and at the time just the art style didn't appeal to me. Like I'm used to it now, and I actually intend on going back and watching, especially since some of my best friends, it's like their their favorite anime, and so uh I want to find what they have enjoyment in.
Right. Bond.
Yeah. Dazrock, good to see you, my brother. The kiddo approved of the cover of your idol, so thanks for the suggestion. You are welcome, my brother. Let's see. Guess I'll have to watch K-pop Demon Slayers. Demon Slayer is an anime, but K-pop Demon Hunter is what we were watching. I'll talk about before.
Yeah. Has demons. Although the demons in Demon Slayer are a lot more nastier.
For sure. And then, of course, also the other thing I was watching, Jujutsu Kaisen, is also kind of a demon hunting anime. Although they refer to their demons as cursed spirits, but it's basically the same. So
And then
lots.
anything from Ghibli Studios. Anything from Ghibli Studios. Thank you very much. I'm a Ghibli fan.
Ghibli Studio stuff is so good.
It is.
What is your favorite work from Ghibli Studios?
Oh, Spirited Away. It has to be. It has. But then just the game. What was that game's name? Oh my God. Oh man. I played. That's gonna kill me. The Ghibli Studios contracted for RPG, and the RPG was absolutely friggin' mind-blowingly amazing. Absolutely. It even reminded me of Full Metal Alchemist a little bit. Like it was out there, man. It's like Full Metal Alchemist with the Ghibli style is just insane. Oh, man, I don't remember it. I'm gonna have to look it up. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Ghibli Studio Sony PlayStation game, I think it was.
Just a
Ah,
second, and I will get to googling.
that was, bro. If you have not played that game, it will blow your mind. Like it is definitely something.
I watch a lot with my girls. A long time ago, Inuyasha, Naruto, Kiki's Delivery
Oh,
Service. I
Russian.
like all of those things. That's awesome.
Okay, yes.
Uh,
So,
yeah. Uh, Mr. Fish says Princess Mononoke for me every time. Princess
okay.
Mononoke is also my favorite of the Studio Ghibli's. I think followed for closely by Howl's Moving Castle for me.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Although
not to sneeze on any of those.
although the Cat Returns and Kiki's Delivery Service are very special for me because those are ones that I watched for the first time with my wife and kiddos.
Oh.
Um, Gamers with Coffee. I guess I'm dull when it comes to anime. I really enjoy Inuyasha. It's the only one I know. Inuyasha's very good. That doesn't make you dull. Just walked in the door. Welcome back. Thank you, my brother.
Hey.
I appreciate that a lot. I was telling the chat earlier, like, man, since I had just basically got home yesterday, I was like, I'm tired. I don't even know if I want to do the show tonight. I'm still, worn out. But then Rob was like, hey man, want to do the show? And I'm like, yes, yes, I want to hang out with the bros.
Awesome. Thank you. Uh, and plus, I get so much accomplished when I do this show.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, edge highlighting is amazing. Looks like Tron. I never, uh, I never thought that heavy metal painting with the highlights all over was going to be my jam, but it started to become my jam. At least with the edge highlighting. Although I don't do the triple edge highlighting unless I'm painting gold.
I still can't get the hang of double edge highlighting. It just doing the thicker one and then the thinner one. It just never. I can never
It's
make
just,
it look like in a way that I think it looks good.
and what helps me with that um, is, and this is really tough because I have a tendency to paint in little wicks, like little stripes, like stripe, stab,
Mm-hmm.
stab, 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 stab. And for edge highlighting, you have to steadily go one long stripe. That's what it is. Slowly one and train your mind to like one long stripe. And it is insane. It's so difficult for me to break the habit of the stripe to one long stripe. But once you master that, your edge highlighting game and your straight lines are just so much better. Even your glazing. And that helps with that too. But yeah, that's something I struggle with.
Yeah,
Um,
and I think uh, once I get my glaze consistency down, it'll probably look better. I think for me, it's always my problem is always like not getting the glaze consistency right, and so when I try and do the double line edge highlight,
yeah.
it just looks like two opaque lines just sitting on top of each other, and it just doesn't look good.
I've seen some of this stuff from the heavy metal style, and I saw them up close, and they kind of look like exactly what you just described. Two, two opaque lines going straight up. It really does. It does look like that. That's why, I got unenamored with the heavy metal style for a little while because of that. And but yeah, now it's just like I don't know. I'm leaning back to it. I sway from one style to another, wherever the wind takes me. I don't know. It's a hobby. It's
Hmm.
fun. If I'm not having fun, what am I doing? Oh, goodness. Oh,
Fish says, uh, if it's not caught by a dry, the oh if it's not caught by a dry brush, I don't do edge highlights. That was my mentality for the longest time. Now I do
yeah,
spot edge highlights, but even then I only do like single edge most of the time.
yeah. But the space pulse, I'm only doing single edge for sure. Yeah. Oh,
I think I think my ultramarines were like the first one where really I started, doing edge highlights for more of my models aside from just like a main character here or there.
yeah.
And we'll see. I think that's what I'm going to continue with the wolves, especially since I'm kind of following your recipe, and we've got that beautiful war color for that extreme highlight. So
Which I'm honored, by the way. Oh, okay.
it's just such a beautiful recipe.
It really does have that contrast, that depth of field, that darker blue with that lighter highlight.
Yeah, and I
Um,
think it shifts it tonally in a way that keeps it from looking like an Easter egg blue.
oh yeah, it looks a little more. Dare I say grimdark or just dark?
It's definitely more dramatic for sure.
Yeah,
Mood lighting is important.
yeah, that's right. Are you trying to tell me something? Wait, hold on. Ready? I'm gonna press the button. Oh baby, how's it going? Let me turn these studio lights back on. Click. There it is.
uh, he's also got a button that also dims the light, puts on the fireplace, and puts Kenny G on in the background.
All right. Ready? Let's dim these lights down. How's that?
It's right about the time he offers you a drink, so just be aware. Glad you decided to do your show. It's always good, and we enjoy it. So thank you for being on tonight. Well, thank you so much. I am honored. And definitely make sure everybody goes and checks out their show, which is usually around 4 o'clock Central Time on
Mhm.
Sundays.
So I'm usually lesson planning now. Unfortunately, I keep missing it.
Hellworks style of edge highlighting says goes better with the uh, multiple stripe and then one long stripe. That's cool.
Okay.
Gamers with Coffee says I'm good at glazing only because I had a part-time job working with the donut shop. Oh,
Tasty.
yes. Now I want a donut. I want some donuts. Oh man, while I was in Cali, I had some killer wings. They were really
Oh
good.
yeah.
I'm making myself hungry now. Stop encouraging me this. You know I love his dad jokes. I will encourage it all day long.
Absolutely.
That sandwich was as big as your head. Oh, yes. That I do need to show. Oh, also, we were talking about channels of the week. I'm so distracted right now. We'll go back and do that too. Oh, man. I'm just having a good time chatting, guys. I'm definitely not on the ball tonight. Uh, let's see. show you guys this massive sandwich I got while I was in Cali.
Ooh, what? That's insane.
So you guys will see boop here. Okay, just from the visual, it looks like a pretty big sandwich. It's a California Club, by the way, so it's got like lettuce, tomato, avocado, a bunch of ham, turkey, and some mortadella instead of bacon,
Ooh,
and some provolone. It was very, very tasty. On focaccia. Uh,
focaccia.
so it was very tasty, but just one half of it was this like most of the size of my face. So if you put both halves together, they were the size. The sandwich was the size of my freaking head. It was awesome. And at first I didn't understand. I was like, man, $18 for a sandwich. That's these California prices. But then like it came to me and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
So, all right. Next is Brother Rob's next pick for a channel of the week. We've
Mhm.
got Ninjon.
And John,
Tell us
that's
a little bit
right.
about this gentleman.
Well, I mean, John Enos has been around for a while, and I say that literally because he is around my age. I'm not going to tell you how old he is, but he is in the older section. Doesn't look it, but I love because I can relate to him so much more. He's so down to earth when it comes to his projects. And how he explains things. See, me being a teacher, it's really important that when I follow a teaching tutorial or I think about a concept, it has to be explained really well. And he does a really good job of explaining things. I mean, I've told that to Vince too. Like, his mom was a teacher, and he has that teacher. Like, if you ever take a class with Vince, if you ever take a class with Ninjan, really good teachers, and that comes from a teacher. So I mean, I just always was a fan of him. He seems always down to earth and pretty amazing dude. It's pretty cool. I have not, I mean, I've seen him, but I have not had the pleasure to hang out with him. I think next Nova Open, I'm going to make it a point to say hello and hang out with John Enos. Pretty cool.
That
Always a fan of his work.
that sounds pretty awesome. You guys can see here on this homepage, we got some gorgeous work here,
Oh yeah.
all from Ninjon. It is crazy what this gentleman can do. Oh my
Oh
gosh,
yeah.
look at the non-metallic metal on that sword here. That's so cool.
He is so talented. That's another thing. He's
Wait,
certainly an artist, and
wait. I know this is clickbait. The one mini painter I just can't stand. I got to know the T, guys.
yeah.
I'm gonna come back and click on that later. I got to know the T. Share the T. Okay, I'd pay $18 for that sandwich all week long. You know,
Right?
after I had it, yeah, I went back and got another one.
Wow.
Uh, that's good. We don't want you falling off the ball in the floor. Oh man. Um, Gosh, Ninja's work looks so good. Okay, for me, it was a couple of channels that I talked about on the channel, but for some reason I hadn't put them up on channel of the week yet. First one, you guys know I love synthwave kind of color schemes and synthwave, and I forget what's the other uh, word that describes this, but yeah, Dana Howell. Take a look at her Night Haunt army here, with its way it transitions from like a peachy orange to pinks to purples to blues to green. It's such a beautiful transition, and that
It's
is
gorgeous.
a good way of it definitely is one of the ways you can summarize her painting style in a lot of ways. But also like always smooth blends and definitely a big fan of pale sand. She feels like most colors can be highlighted with pale sand, and when you see her work and how good it looks, it's hard to argue.
Hmm.
Just very very talented, and um, she really kind of breaks things down into like a logical way of looking at painting, but she doesn't often highbrow it. You know, she definitely, like you were saying about Ninjon, talks
Yeah.
about it in a way that's easy to communicate and easy to absorb. So yeah, lots of good painting tips, and also she has a way of like just a different way of thinking than some people. Like she'll give you some points that are kind of outside the box, and it's a good way to just help you understand things from different perspectives. So definitely recommend her work. Like I said, just like look at her custodies here. Super nice work, and you can see there. She goes for very desaturated gold, but then a very vibrant purple on the trim color, and it definitely is not the usual like ultra bright warm gold custodies you're normally used to seeing. This one really stands out, but still looks great. Raw chop. 5 tips for a better slap chop. Interesting choice of words. Raw chop.
Raw dog, what?
So there's a bunch of her work, and then there's Rogue Hobbies. Um,
Oh, movies.
oh my gosh. Uh, Her handle on Instagram is eluding me.
The cutest little painter ever.
Indeed, indeed she is. Uh,
She is adorable.
I was going
She's
to
like
give you
something.
her Instagram handle, and it's not on her page, and it's just left my brain all of a sudden. So I will get that to you guys another time. Uh, but yeah, so Louise here from Rogue Hobbies is an incredible painter. Also, going back to what I was saying about Dana Howe, often paints in a way that I like to paint things, with sometimes some very bright, sometimes some very desaturated colors. Um, but yeah, I love her painting style. And then one of her famous things that you may have seen around the internet is prismatic power swords, which look amazing. And she paints power swords using all pastels, and it's just such a very it's a
Super
very
vibrant.
it's a vibrant but also subtle at the same time, but it really
And
kind of stands out as something like a an energy powered blade could look. It definitely is a it's almost got like a that kind of iridescent quality of a lightsaber. So I think it's just incredible. Uh, and man, as big as the prismatic swords are on Instagram, I'm surprised that one's only got 78,000 views as opposed to some of her other ones.
mm,
But then again, I've heard of a lot of people that tutorials tend to be doing worse than like talking videos and stuff like that these days.
tell me about it.
But yeah, lots of great content here. Going from all kinds of stuff from hobby tools. By the way, she's also a former painter for uh,
GW.
GW, and even spent some time on Warhammer TV or in the Warhammer YouTube. I mean, the Warhammer YouTube channel or Games Workshop YouTube channel as one of the painters there. So she's done tutorials for GW itself, but she was also part of um, doing the marketing, and she's done artwork for some of the books and the maps and stuff like that. And so she has a lot of like real insider perspective for a lot of things of like maybe how GW does some things or why they do some things. She's even got a fairly recent video about GW conspiracy theories, and those
Mhm.
are all with her take on it as a former GW employee. So,
Mhm.
yeah, so some really interesting stuff on her channel. She's very big into Gundam. She was one of the people that started the war gamers doing Gundam kind of movement that's been going on lately. Not that,
Right.
Gundam needed a recent movement, but there has been a market, movement of people who are like traditionally Warhammer players or other wargaming players jumping into Gundam lately.
I
And
mean, like Mythos has been doing for a while. He's definitely on the forefront as well.
I've been on the forefront of the buying part, not actually the doing part.
I feel that, brother.
Oh man, but yeah, so definitely check her out. She's good people, good stuff. Also, really cool little thing. So once upon a time, I put one of her artworks on Art of the Week just because it looked so incredible. And a friend of the channel, Big Mech Dan Skull, sent
Oh
her
yeah.
a message with a link to my stream and said, "Hey,
No,
these guys talked about you on their Art of the Week segment." And she sent me a message thanking me for the kind words I had said about her segment. So I was like, "Oh my gosh, I had a celebrity watch my show and thank me for it." That's cool. Like that was an unintended outcome, but it was pretty neat.
that is cool. Look at you. It's all hobsnobbing now. I love it.
We are I'm gonna switch off for a second, because I want to look up Louise's
Instagram.
Instagram.
Highlighting. Oh man. Edge highlighting is a pain sometimes because you put the stuff on the wet palette, so the consistency gets more and more liquidy as you go through, so it doesn't
Oh
have the
yeah,
same consistency. So I find like you have to work really, really fast because if you don't, then you're just gonna like pool in places after a while. You're gonna become sloppy. Can't have that. We have to have all tidy,
that's
nice
right,
and
right.
tight.
Super tidy.
Like yeah.
Um, I think we were talking about Ninjon, and Hellwork said his vid just dropped about the tools of 2025 is great. And then
Yep.
Hellchild always also said that Louise does Gundam, which she does. Very
Yeah.
cool. Savage Orc Guy, by the way, is the name of the Instagram that I had forgotten.
Oh,
Um,
okay. That's
Games
interesting.
Gamesburger, good to see you, and Friendly Neighborhood
Oh,
Inquisitor. I'm mad late,
how's it
but how's it
going?
going, Mythos? Ah, an Inquisitor is never late, nor are they early. Inquisitor shows up at the exact time that they need, or
Yep.
something like that. So this is the Savage Orc Guy page for Rogue Hobbies, and you can see a lot of their brilliant work there. Also, how some of their work makes it into the art books many a time, many a time. Um, the prismatic sword I was telling you about. Oh, the Rainbow Warriors, also a big thing on their
Oh,
channel.
yes. That's right. Got the Rainbow Warriors.
Yep. Um, and, and then she also is really into like these really characterful kind of minis. The old school goblins with the big kind of bulbous noses. That's kind of one of her favorite art styles.
She actually sculpted a couple of goblins.
Mm-hmm.
You can get her sculpts.
Yep.
Pick up some of those.
Some of her Gundam work. Really nicely weathered too.
I like the one that's coming off her like she actually makes a small hobby desk and the Gundam's coming off the hobby desk into the world. That's
That's
so
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
This is one of her Rogue Hobby miniatures that I was just talking about, or we were just talking about. Uh, More Gundam stuff. Oh, some of her orc stuff is always amazing looking. And those of you who have seen my orc work, you guys know I'm a big fan of like really vibrant orcs. And yeah, Savage Orc Guy definitely, or Rogue Hobbies definitely accomplishes that. Oh, she has her own range of paints in Pro-Acryl
Oh yeah,
signature
that's right.
series. Yep,
Uh-huh.
Rogue Hobbies.
Is it all pastel? I haven't seen them.
No, no, they're really vibrant colors.
Yeah. Cool, cool.
Also, she has a Rogue Hobbies pink um, spray. What's that brand? Spray
Color Forge.
Color Forge. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So she got her own Color Forge paint as well. Man, I'm trying to find that artwork that I showed on the channel so long ago. Oh yeah, she does a lot of retro stuff too because she's been around for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll definitely see lots of old school retro stuff. Da, da, da.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, good friends with Peachy. You'll see a lot of stuff with like her and Peachy, and then there's Guy from Midwinter Minis. So they do a lot of like cons and stuff together. I know it's not super important, but I was so impressed with the piece that I showed off on Art of the Week many, many moons ago that I was just hoping to show it off again because it's one of those Sphinx miniatures that came out for I think Warcry or something like that a long time ago.
Okay.
And she put wings on hers, and it just here we go. This is the one. Oh my goodness! Look at this beautiful color blend, everyone. I mean, and of course, like I said, it's the color palette that I love so much. You know, she goes all the with such contrast, all the way from oranges, pinks, purples, blues, aquas, greens. Like so much contrast here, but it all is so beautifully blended.
She's so talented.
Indeed. And even on some of the reflections on the wings, you can see she's got that prismatic effect she does, like her power swords here. I mean, these transitions are just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, sick. I love it.
So much detail done in the face, too. It's so good. This to me is like one of the coolest pieces of art that I've just ever seen. That's why I wanted. I know I spent probably a long time scrolling through her page, guys, but this is just one of the coolest things, and I wanted to show it again. Oh, wow, it looked great on the black background, but here on the lighter background of the magazine, it looks even better. Like
Wow.
it's just so clean looking. All right. Switch over, catch up on some comments here. All very nice colors. Heading to bed. Have a good night. You have a good night, Ashley, and you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Good night, guys.
Hellwork says she is a weekly watch. Yes. She's also one of like the really embraces hobby positivity, and so like this just a very refreshingly positive experience on her channel.
Hmm.
And while I am on Instagram, I'm going to transition from our channels of the week to art of the week. And this one, Cardi Wargaming is who I'm recommending this week. And just they've done now. They mostly do videos, which is why I normally for art of the week I'll put up like pictures and stuff like that. but I did want to share with you guys, and I'm going to show you just a little bit of it. But definitely I don't want to take any traffic away from their site, so I recommend everybody go check out their page individually. It's Cardi Wargaming. It's linked down in the description below. But like, look at this Space Marine Eliminator, but instead of a sniper rifle, gave them the uh, Rambo style bow from the Kroot Warshapers, and it
So
looks
cool.
so in place there.
Uh-huh.
Like he's really captured that like Ranger vibe. It's so much so that I've bookmarked this under my tab that I call Warhammer ideas, and I want to
Nice.
do a set of Space Marine Scouts or Wolf Scouts rather, and I want to give you can give your Scout squad one sniper rifle, and I wanted to do this.
Crew kind of like arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah.
So he does some really cool kit bashes, really cool paint jobs. A lot of his Space Marines have this like, I think he does them as the Raptors chapter. So a lot of them have this like utilitarian but also leathery kind of vibe.
Mm.
Yeah, so there's his Raptor Hellblaster Sergeant with the plasma pistol. You can see here all the tactical pouches, that the Raptors are known for. A drop pod with a bunch of Hellblasters. That looks really cool. Paint a Space Marine drop pod with me. I need to. Oh, we're gonna save that for me in another tab, just so I can watch that later. Oh, okay. A Raptors version of Ragnar. So
Oh,
looks like he might be using some Space Wolf rules here, maybe.
maybe.
That's pretty cool though, and I love that he's put like the big chunky heavy leather gauntlets on. I wonder how he does that. How he sculpts those leather gloves on. I don't know if he sculpts it or if there's bits he switches out for it. I gotta know.
No, you could ask him.
Yeah, yeah, I should.
Yeah, reach out. That's how you get to know these people. I just reach out. They actually talk back to me. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Friend them on Facebook, and then before you know it, I ask them on to my show.
You right, you right. But all really cool work. If you're wondering what this really kind of crazy yellow paint scheme is here, this is an early Rogue Trader scheme for the Salamanders with like
Oh,
this yellow kind of camo look to them. And so he's doing some new models with Rogue Trader style color schemes, and it's pretty cool looking. Pretty
nice.
interesting. Oh, that's pretty cool. Terminator with a big old Stormcast Eternal shield. That looks really
Oh,
cool. All right, so lots of cool stuff here. Go check him out. Again, Cardi Wargaming, link down in the description below. And Dad, definitely really cool kit bashing, really cool painting channel for the Instagram this week.
sweet. You
Thomas
playing any video
says,
games?
so what?
No, nothing. Thomas?
Oh, Thomas says Chaos Bits. Uh, I wonder if that's in me asking where the leather gloves come from. Got have to put my brush down. The neatness spirits ain't with me right now. That's always something for me too. I definitely got to get better at recognizing when it's like, you know what, I've hit my limit for tonight, and nothing I do after this is going to be neatly painted or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's actually been plenty of Space Marine news come out this week. I believe the Raven Guard and the Imperial Fists both got their new rules dropped for their new characters. And the rules for the new Imperial Knight Defender came out. But I haven't had a chance to research any of that. And I didn't really want to go into the news kind of half baked. But next week, guys, we'll talk all about some of the new rules that are coming out. And
We
hope.
can talk about Lysander though.
Oh yeah, the Lysander and the Imperial Bib.
Didn't say it. Stop hitting yourself. Oh my goodness. The Imperial bib.
Oh, okay. I see now. Uh,
Yeah.
so, Brother Rob was telling me about the Imperial Bib earlier tonight, and I was like, Bib? And you can see here what he was referencing was the shield in the middle of the chest. Normally, these are tilt shields off to
Offset.
the yeah offset to the side, but
Yeah.
for Lysander, the whole shield is just the middle of his chest. And so, uh,
It's on teams.
what Rob was like, it looks like a fist going up into his own chin. Like, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself.
Like, it's on a chain. Do you see it? It's on a chain, so I can imagine that it'll move around in battle. I think he's gonna get whapped in the chin at least once per battle.
Or like if he starts like charging and running at somebody, he, uh, if anyone's familiar, if anyone's ever seen a well blessed or well endowed woman run before, you know anything that is bouncing up front can likely go into your chin, right?
It's
And
very true.
and so if that is on a chain and if it's not affixed to the breastplate there, whew, man, that man's gonna knock himself out.
Not a good day for Lysander. But Free must be happy, right? His faction is getting some love.
Uh, I I think so. I haven't. I had. I didn't get as much feedback about it from him as I thought I might. I just kind of got a passing. That's cool, but I mean, it's he has been asking for his favorite character to get an upgrade for years now. So I mean, I would imagine there's some excitement there. All right, so out of the four new Space Marine characters, which one's your favorite, just looks wise?
Let's do a review. Which are the four new characters? I would say Raven Guard.
Yeah,
But
Athon does look super cool. Like I
he really does.
like I would be tempted to say Athon, except for having a con on bike back again is just so cool. It's
Of course.
yeah,
Of course. Of course.
like I like the pose on this guy, on the Raven Guard guy, but it's it feels amazing to have a con on a jet bike again.
Heck yeah.
And like I'm fine with the jet bike that they did. It looks a little, I don't know, kind of a very plain, very not very sleek. It's kind of a rectangular brick of a bike,
Oh yeah.
and I don't have a problem with it. But I am interested to see the kit bashes people do, because like most people who play White Scars will
Yeah.
actually put their bikes on either the Javelin bikes or wait, no, are they called Javelin bikes? The very long 30K jet bikes, or
Uh-huh.
they'll do like the 30K Outrider bikes, which are the more curved, sleek looking Space Marine bikes, because they look sleeker and more fast. And so, having the new one look a little more brick like, I just felt like flavor wise was kind of interesting. So, and again,
Uh,
I don't have a problem with the new bike. It looks cool, but I was
Are
just
those like
kind of
the Forge
surprised.
World? Are they
Yeah,
the
yes,
Forge World bikes?
those are Forge
Yeah,
World bikes.
yeah, 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 yeah. W has been vanillaing things lately. That's why I was so happy with the Space Wolves.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I really I feel like I love everything that was redesigned or designed for the Space Wolves this go around.
Yeah, very individual.
There
I knew it was going to happen.
there was a you know when they show like a preview and they'll show like a really zoomed in detail of something and they're like, um, what do they call these little things?
Oh, the no, the pick of the week, no, art of the week, no,
There we
rumor
go.
mill, rumor,
Rumor engine. There we go.
rumor engine. That's what it is.
So there is one that is pretty clearly a spear tip.
Nice.
And I think it was Brother Kalimvir in the Discord who showed a picture of it and said, "A spear? Russ, is that you?" And while I really want it to be, I think as a spear, it looks a bit too plain as a Primarch weapon.
Yeah.
It's very because like if you look at Lehman Russ's weapons from 30K, the axe is super ornate, and the sword is hella ornate. Like
Uh-huh.
the sword from Lehman Russ's 30K model, it looks like it's up there with uh, Masters of the Universe and the Sword of Omens from Thundera and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that. So
Thunder.
yes,
Thundercats. Ah.
Thunderwolves. Oh.
He says ho and Chitara comes out of there like, yeah.
My fingers may be confident enough to start working on redoing my inventory miniature spreadsheet from scratch. The old file has been fixed or adjusted a few times. Needs better room for growth. Spreadsheet from scratch time. That sounds like a lot of work. Elven fantasy?
Yeah.
Possibly, although, like if you look like where the blade meets the shaft, there is like a little kind of extra box or something attached to the staff. And so like on
Mhm.
a 40K miniature, that would be kind of like where the a power box or something attaches to the weapon to make it a power weapon. Now, I'm not it's too zoomed in, you can't really tell what that detail is, but it does make me think it is possible. It could very well be old world or for fantasy or AOS or something like that. It very well could be. But that shape kind of makes me think power weapon.
Luminoth Realm Lords. Or possibly Custody.
Possibly.
Because it
Although,
has a gun with the spear, right? A gun spear?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Speaking of which, man, I am not typically. I felt like I was getting to a place where I was done building my custodies. But
Um,
I've been tinkering with some rules lately.
oh,
And the Melta Spear Custodies are like the Guard, but instead of bolters on their spears, they have Meltaguns, which is cool. But
tell me
Meltaguns
what?
are kind of bad this edition because it used to be in previous editions, Melta was strength 8 or 9, armor back then was strength 8 or 9, so you could still kind of wound on 4s. But now toughness of vehicles is up to like 11 and 12, and Melta just doesn't quite hit hard enough to get there anymore. But in Custodes, one of the detachments is called Lions of the Emperor. And as long as you're at least 6 inches away from other Custodes units, you get +1 to wound.
Ooh,
So if I take a squad of Custodes with plasma or with Melta spears,
okay.
and then I put them with a captain with Melta spears, then I can give them. And the captain, I think, gets 2 shots with his Melta spear. So I can be raining 7 shots of Melta with +1 to wound. So it means I'll be melting
Yes.
most armor on a 4+,
Oh,
with a free command point, whether I want to re-roll it or spend it on back up and shoot and charge stratagem, and I can do that every turn, and I think that would actually make them semi-usable. So, anyways, saying all that to say, I might have to look into getting some more custodies at some point. But that's future Mythos' problem, because right now we're going all in with the wolves.
the
I don't know why. Just sometimes when I'm on a plane and if I'm not doing anything else, I'll just pull up my lists and start tinkering with like combos and stuff like that. Like, what if I did this with this? And then
I have
some.
no. Sorry, God.
Oh, and then sometimes the combos work out better in my head than actually when I get them to the tabletop. But that's neither here nor there. Just
I
doing.
just had.
Just had what?
No, God. I'm sorry.
No, no, I cut you off by accident.
Oh, no, I just haven't had time to play.
Ah,
Everything for me is just a roller cool. It's like that box looks cool. I gotta paint it up.
that's
What do
fair.
they do? I have no idea. Do you have the codex? Yeah, it's laying right there. Look at it. Who has time for that? I gotta paint.
Gamesburger is just doing some historicals and Stargrave minis right now. I needed a break from
Wait,
40K.
yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, I did have so not quite Stargrave, but the game I'm playing with Mini War Mutt and Gamers with Coffee, which is 5 parsecs from home. Uh,
Oh,
so I bought a miniature to paint up and send to Mini War Mutt since I'm playing it with those channels. Mini War Mutt's doing all the playing. Um, but we're going to be like he's basically going to be playing on his channel, and then we get to make decisions and kind of guide it, between the battles and stuff like that.
that's
And
fun.
I finally picked out a miniature. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can find it in my messenger. So my character is kind of loosely themed around Captain Mal from Firefly.
Hmm.
Uh, just because like I had like started kind of a story in my head, and then Mini Warma rolled rules to go with like like in that system you roll um like your backstory components and stuff like that. And so like this is why you're with the team, and this is what brought you to what you're doing now and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna show everybody here.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
this is from Heresy Miniatures, and
I
they
love it.
basically make a Captain Mal, a not Captain Mal miniature, Captain Nathan,
I
who
love that.
for some reason vaguely remembers Nathan Fillion.
I love the
Uh,
hat.
I
I have
want
one of those.
so yeah, I'm gonna paint him up and then send him to Mini Warmut, and he can be my captain of the ship, who goes by Sarge because he is a former sergeant in the military who has left his post for reasons
Mhm.
of having seen some things he didn't like in war. And yeah,
PTSD. PTSD or conspiracy?
um, more like getting orders to
Oh,
uh, ugh, what I do? Okay, there we
what did I do?
go. Yeah, getting orders to to kill non-combatants kind of deal, and like don't want to do that.
No.
I just got the rulebook for 5 parsecs and also the silver bayonet. Very cool. I want to do a block of wolves in Phobos Army in Heresy era camo. Very cool.
Mhm.
There's a Firefly game with miniatures called the Firefly Adventures. Yes, I do want to check that out. I wasn't too thrilled with all like some of the miniatures in that set were cool, and I wasn't like not all of them looked the way I wanted. So I hadn't invested in it yet, but being a Firefly fan, I will probably get it at some point. Beautiful shirt, Mythos. Thank you so much. In our Discord, if you're part of our Discord, there is a person named Lady Dragon, and she made this up for the show. The Wolf Time comes.
Love
And
it.
yeah, so if you're interested in custom shirts that she can do, definitely hit her up, and she can probably do some cool stuff for you too. And she threw in a whole bunch of extras for me. Like I got a cool keychain with the same Wolf Time theme. Uh, I got some stickers. Yeah, she threw in some cool stuff for me. So she's pretty awesome.
Yes, definitely.
So just another reason to join our Discord and talk to some of the cool people there. Lady Dragon does some really nice work. She also did Hellworks' Hellworks shirts. That's awesome. Yeah, she does good work.
And my wife's towel shirt. So when she whips the tar out of me playing 40K.
She can do it in style.
Yep.
All right, let's see. I laid down some primer earlier. And then I held it by the tip of the blade, so now I need to prime the blade.
Hmm. Like the Achilles heel, right?
Yep. And also, I saw when I was cleaning up the miniature for this, not fine casts, uh,
Uh,
what do you
resin?
call Forge World resin?
Large world resin, yeah.
Yeah, I think I had left a piece on there that I thought was a cable, but looking at it when I was closer, when I was priming by brush, I think that was a gate. So I just cleaned that up just a second ago,
Nice.
and I'll prime over where I just cleaned that up with a clipper and a knife. Do you ever prime by brush?
I have. Yeah.
Like when you've
I
just
have
got like
this.
one or two minis to prime, sometimes it could just be, I don't know, almost therapeutic.
Yeah. Hey, especially if you get some self-leveling primer, it just
Yeah,
flattens out.
exactly.
Yeah. You don't have to think about it. It's like dry brushing terrain. You don't have to think about it. Just enjoy the results. Oh, alrighty.
You know, it's funny because I didn't realize this stuff was self-leveling at first, and I used to watch on the bench series with Mini Warzone, and he used to prime
Oh,
by brush, and he's talk about how therapeutic he found it, and I'm like, how's it therapeutic? Don't you get stressed out that your primer's going to dry uneven? And cause I was thinking about like spray primer, if it's uneven when you spray it, how it hardens in like layers and stuff. But he's like, no, this stuff is self-leveling. It just kind of goes where it needs to, and I'm like, oh,
speaking of primers, I think I'm gonna do a giveaway.
ooh,
Like, I don't use these,
very
and I've had
nice.
them for years. So if anybody wants them, hit me up.
Some
It's
testers.
Tamiya liquid surface primer G, and it's pretty good. If you're gonna do it through the airbrush, pre-thin it out of the airbrush
Okay.
before you put it in your airbrush. Because if you don't pre-thin it, you're gonna not in for a good time. But,
I hear that
really,
to me is some pretty good primers.
yeah. You know, it's decent. It's once you get the thing, but I have primer. Oh my God. So I bought cases of primer
Hmm.
and I just have so many primers that I'm just never got around to using that.
It's fair.
So I'm giveaway. I'll do that. I got a typhus over here that I'm gonna give away. I don't know. I have a whole bunch of stuff down. What is it? Impulse bought, and I have like multiples of characters and stuff like that. Oops. Because I'll buy the character and then I have to buy this box set, but it also had the character in it. But I needed the box set with everything else in it, but not the character. So now I have an extra character. So what am I gonna do, right?
Running Bear. Good to see you, Running Bear.
Hey, Running Bear, how you doing? How you
How
doing?
did I not notice your shirt was a Warhammer shirt?
What?
Yeah, the little Blade
Oh,
Guard veteran shield. That's cool.
there we go. There we go. My wife got this one for it. It says courage and honor.
Courage and honor.
Yeah, there you go. Yup.
It looks good.
Thanks. All right, pouches are done. Leather grips are done. Black areas done. Edge highlighting done. Now it's for the bone colors. Putting scratches on the letter. Diamonds and gems. Uh, swords, weapons. My God, there's so much there. I don't want to look at
That's don't you hate that when you think to yourself like I'm closing in, and then you actually start counting the steps, and you're like, oh
No,
damn.
not even close. Not even close. Oh man. Ah, I've been battling a cold all week. Last week too. Labor Day weekend. So I'm kind of bummed. So Labor Day weekend is typically the weekend for Nova Open. And got tickets. Everything is ready to go. Registered for classes, the usual spiel. And then I become really ill. I mean, really ill. Like I slept for a good 40 hours straight, ill,
Oh man,
like bedridden. And so I had missed the Nova Open this year, which kind of bummed me out because that's like the highlight.
I bet you
Um,
love going to the Nova Open.
Oh, well, it's close. Just drive on down. Actually, I guess if you ever wanted to go to Nova Open, you can crash here. We can go together one year.
That would be amazing. I was just telling my wife about that this past weekend or something. I was like, man, Nova Open is coming up. I'd really like to go check that out with Rob sometime. So
Heck yeah,
we were
man.
talking about
Yeah,
that. I was like, save up
let's
some
plan it up.
points.
Let's plan it up. And next year, I'm going to be entering the competition. So it's going to be like, you'll see me walk by the artist case again and again and again and again. I'm like, is it still up there? Are they still showcasing it? How long is it going to be in there? They didn't take it down yet. Oh my gosh. Is it going to win something? And I'll tell you, that's where you meet the artist because they all do the same thing. They all like, they got their piece. They're like, oh, like even the big wigs, they're like, oh, they didn't take it down yet. It's still up there. Oh, they put it in the big box. They put it in the big one.
That's
We all geek out over it. And then sorry,
I'll be there cheerleading for you.
they put your name on a board. They don't tell you you won something, but they say you won something. They don't know you don't know what it is, and then you get called up for it. Oh man, you're feeling like I'm feeling, man. Yes. We had incredible weeks.
Oh yeah,
Incredible weeks.
the 80-hour week I think almost not broke me, but it definitely wore me to the bone.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Sleep is good. That sucks. Hope you get better soon. So some love
Oh,
for you
thanks.
getting better in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I still
Games
got the sniffles.
Gamesburger says I always end up missing something, a gem here, a tooth there. That Space Wolf box drove me crazy. Oh yeah, save here. Like you got to do like Space Wolves particularly. You got to do the pass over and over and over again. Make sure there's always some detail towards the end.
I put one of these on my night table, and then I say, "What did I miss? What did I know I missed something. I think it's done because I want it to be done, but I know I missed something."
Sometimes I will go from my painting light here into like the bright, sterile white light in my kitchen and just be like, okay. Like sometimes just changing the lighting just helps me find stuff I missed a little easier.
Yep.
They
Yep.
had an outbreak of the vid in Central Valley of California. Oh
Oh
yeah,
no.
apparently there's a new strain that's being transmitted by mosquitoes at the moment. So yeah, uh, the uh, I was talking about how the week wore me to the bone. He goes, that week ran you over with that sandwich mythos, with two of them because I went back the next day.
Oh my
And that
gosh.
second day, I got one of their. They called it the Nola because it was made with mortadella and
Oh,
olive relish and stuff like that.
oh,
And I've
good
always been
stuff.
a big fan of mortadella.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I got it, and it was so big that because it was like it was the same size as the one the day before, but I just wasn't as hungry the second day, and so that one became my lunch and dinner. Freaking massive size. It was funny. The
Yeah.
first day I was like, "Man, this sandwich is big as my head." I'm like, "I guess I'll eat this in two pieces because there's no way I'm going to eat it all at once." And then I ate it all at once.
Oh man, there's a place like that around here, but it's in I don't want to say Albany. It's oh my gosh. It's called Chicken Ruth, and it was on Man versus Food, and
Oh,
it
nice.
is just massive sandwiches, like the roast beef sandwiches and pastrami sandwiches, all the rice, and oh, it's so good. Yeah, I kind of hit that up.
Games Burger would like to do Gen Con next year. Very cool. In Cali, where? I was in the Napa Valley, just outside Sacramento.
Oh, wine country.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. In New York, Katz's Deli. That's a good one too. For really hunky sandwiches.
Yeah, I I've got less than a year at this site in New York, so I should probably like buckle down and try and get to Cats sometime in the next
Heck
year
yeah, man.
before I'm, not allowed to go to New York anymore. At least not on the company dollar.
It's not expensive. The prices went up, but the floors are still dirty. The sandwiches are friggin' excellent. So yeah, whatever. Have a good time. There's some steakhouses there too. Oh, do you do steak?
I love
You steak
steaks.
meal?
Steak is
Oh my
one of my
god.
favorite things in the world.
Oh my gosh. We have, gosh, the old homestead is my favorite. And I know other people are going to make other steakhouses and stuff like that in New York, but the old homestead in the Meat District, everything is a la carte, but everything is so melt in your mouth good.
Nice.
I'll get a porterhouse there, and it is just insane,
On my
insane.
bucket list at some point, I want to get some of the all-you-can-eat steak at Fogo de Chao one day. Fogo
Okay,
de Chao is
yeah,
on my bucket list.
yeah, definitely. And then there's the Brazilian barbecues. Have you ever been those?
Huh.
Oh, they just beat you. They come with racks of meat, and they just keep giving you until you say stop, and they will not
Oh
stop
yeah,
until you
yeah.
tell them.
Uh,
And they'll come in with a different cut of meat and a different cut of meat and a different cut of meat. I think it just will explode. Loosen your belt.
yeah, it's perfect for a carnivore like myself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's some good stuff. Yeah, I'm friends with a butcher, so I get some nice cuts.
Mythos is going to have to be rolled out. You right, you right.
He ain't the only one. Oh
They
man.
have tableside wheelbarrow service.
Yep. With those two wheels in front. Forget that one wheel nonsense. With the heavy duty stuff. Oh man. I think I'm gonna call it a hobby progress tonight. My eyes are getting cross-eyed.
Same, same.
Um,
Tomorrow I'm gonna buckle down and get back to painting, but for tonight I'm gonna get some sleeps.
yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah. Same here.
I,
Hit the lesson planning.
I got to make sure I get my money's worth. Yeah, I've always had that mindset whether I'm going to a Chinese buffet, if I go to a Golden Corral or a Ryan Steakhouse. So if I go somewhere like a Brazilian steakhouse, or like a Fogo de Chao or something like that, you can be for sure I'm gonna make sure I get my money's worth.
I got to tell you, whenever you did that challenge, and I forgot it was which one it was. It was one with the spud, and you took a
Oh yeah.
potato and you crushed it. I said, "We're not wasting a potato in this house." I'm like, "That's my people's right there." That's right. You ain't wasting no potatoes. That's right. I was like, I'll do the same thing.
Hey, we don't waste food.
That's right. I was like, oh man, brother. My kind of peeps.
Oh man.
Good times, man. Oh,
All right, fam.
are you
Well,
done?
huh?
No, nothing.
I was just, all right, fam. We are gonna call it for the night. Both
Yeah.
of us have been super hard at work this week. We're gonna get some rest. My brother and I destroyed one of those Brazilian steakhouses one time. It was a long walk to the car with the meat sweats. I bet it was. I bet
Well,
it was.
been there. Been
You,
there.
you got to play you got to play rock paper scissors with your brother to see who's going to pull the car. There was a steak challenge. That is 76 ounces of steak with all the trimmings. 30 minutes is free. I could not get halfway
No,
in time.
no. That just sits like a lump in your stomach.
I bet. Especially, I know for the challenges like that, they load you up with like potatoes and starches.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
And so it's going to be sitting there like a rock.
definitely. Definitely. Yeah, you got to sit on your throne for a while with that
Guys, if you enjoyed the
one.
show tonight, please make sure you, first of all, go over to the Miniatures Paintbrush down in the description below. Show them some love. Make sure that you grab up an axe and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below. Feel free to be part of tonight's ridiculous conversations. And if you are not yet subscribed, it down in the link tree below, the friends of Wolfbrother Hobbies. And if you're not subscribed to this guy, we'd love to have you as part of the pack here at Wolfbrother Hobbies. Until next time, guys, stay
Hey,
frosty.
Frosty. It's a good one, man. It was nice hanging out with you again.